Hey everybody, this is Adam Bowman with Adam Bowman Breaks, and it's part 2 of Bowman Chrome review. This time we're going to go through a breaker's guide as well as a tier list of all the Bowmans first. That way you really know what you're getting into. Let's go! Here we go, Bowman Chrome Hobby, and we'll also look at HTA, like I said, Breaker's Guide, and a Bowman First tier list. So what are the formats that we're going to talk about? Not the Mega, just so you understand, just HTA and Hobby. Megas don't, of course, have a lot of things, but they do have the Mojos, so we'll probably do a review on them as well, kind of compare them to the years of past. Megas are something I usually like, no matter what, just because of what's in them. All right, team by team breakdown though. Let's talk about the Bowman Chrome teams. So this is all your vets, rookies, and first. So this would also pertain to your megas as well, because this is going to be the same. You can see the Mets have a ton of firsts. The most rookies are probably going to be the Pirates with 4, tied with the Orioles. Tampa and the Rangers also have 3. Rangers have 9. So you can kind of see here, okay, where is the most bang for your buck? And then you can also see, well, where is the least bang for my buck? And you're looking at like the Brew Crew, Toronto, Tampa Bay, St. Louis. And it's interesting because, of course, all this stuff cycles. You know, 2 years ago they were great, and this year they're not. Well, it's because they already have all their prospects up, or, you know, they've already been introduced to us. Okay, prospect autos. So normally your first and your prospect auto are going to be the same. Sometimes there's additional autos that don't have firsts. That's just one of those things, or maybe they're makeups. You'll see that sometimes where they had a Bowman first in Bowman, but they didn't have an auto, so they came out with the auto in Chrome, and they'll put the first on there as well, which is interesting. I guess it is their first Bowman Chrome first auto, or Bowman auto. But anyways, so you can see some of your bigger ones, and then the other autos, that's all your insert sets. But mainly your prospect autos, because those insert sets are so hard to hit. If you're interested in the odds on all that, go to my last video. It'll be linked in the description, and it'll tell you all you need to know about the odds. But in general, some of your better teams are, of course, going to be the Mets. That's probably one of your more lucrative teams. And the Padres is one everybody's going to go after just because of Leo in it. The Rangers are pretty nice. But let's actually get into the tier list, and then we can find out which ones you want to go to. So you kind of use these both hand in hand when you're trying to figure out what are the best values when you get in a break. So here's the breakdown of the tier lists. There's only 1 in tier 1, 3 in 1.5, which is not bad, 2 in 6, and then everything else. So you're looking at to be in the 2.5 to 1, which 2.5 I really don't like, 2 to 1 range. There's only 8% of the firsts that are in there. The majority of them are 5s, or excuse me, 5s and 4s. So that ain't great. But let's get into it. The best of the best. Leo DeVries, of course, is your number 1. He is the only tier 1 this year. Last time we had 2, and we had some that were considered tier 1s in one and then tier 2s in the other, and that's what you have here. But Santana is an auto only. So you only have DeVries, Morales, and Perdomo. That's your 3. In Bowman the earlier release, you had a total of 7 in that group. Now you have 3. That makes this a little bit harder sell to me. I'm leery of it. I have not bought any Hobby. I don't know if I'm breaking any of this, just because when I broke this down and I kind of saw the early reviews, I was like, no, I'm definitely not investing big in this for breaks, but I might not invest any at all besides some megas. So here is your tier list. If you want to kind of look at it, you can peruse. So basically I look at card lines of prospects live, go through all their rankings, and group everybody up. A little bit of math work, not hard, but makes it easier for you where you don't have to go do this. Not awful, but not good. These are your threes. Some of these you're going to notice, like Starlin Nunez there for Boston. A third of the way down, well, 2/3 of the way down is a 4 in one, 2 in the other. Yandandi Monterrego is a 4 in one, 2 in the other. Now, if you didn't realize yet, a lot of international kids. That's what Bowman Chrome is all about. It's the international kids, and it seems a little not great. But these are also the ones you got to hold on to the longest before they might actually do something. So here's your tier threes and 3.5s. Filler, yeah, filler. They're just adding more guys to it. And here's your 4.5s and 5s. As you can see, those last lists are supremely big. Now, this does include everybody. This is all of your first. I normally don't go that far down the list, but this time I did. I don't know why, just did it. So in general, of course, prospecting is the name of the game. The international release is usually the worst of the three. It's been that way probably since 2019. Production is always high on this, but as we talked about in the former video, they did increase the number of parallels and inserts and autos, which means that each box is juicy, but it's kind of watered down juice. You're going to get somebody you probably don't like, or don't want, or isn't a very good prospect. I heard that the checklist isn't great, and this analysis does support that. This might be one of the worst Chrome releases in a while. Like I said, there's only 3 people in the tier 1, tier 2 listing there. So that's kind of rough. It's kind of rough. So anyways, how correct this is all just kind of, I said off the pack odds. That's something from the old video, but this is off of those websites, and I'm going off their information. So anyways, with that information, I'm changing all this to a 4 out of 10. Not a good one. Big potential on this, decent floor, but that floor is going to fall out as time goes on because these prospects just aren't what they used to be. So let me know what you think about this set. Are you interested in Bowman Chrome? Are you big on it? If not, tell me why in the description, or if it's the same reason, just agree, right? So thank you for any support you give, like, subscribe. I really appreciate it. Us small guys are trying to work our way up the ladder, and I hope this is a good information session for you guys. Anyways, as always, be kind, be nice to those around you, and peace out.